What's going on, guys? Jay Tsuro, Jay with the Pay. Hope you're doing well and swell. This is going to be a video a bit different, but we're going to go into August 2026 current net worth update. So let's just get into it. I did already pre-fill these out, but the next one we do, I will kind of enter them as we go. But I've got I guess, kind of eclectic mix of assets and liabilities, so I wanted to make sure that I kind of knew exactly where everything was. So let's get into it. So the first thing, now some of these are bundled, right? So you're gonna see, so we have JP Morgan Chase. These are a couple accounts all together. This is checking and savings, and I have a couple other checking accounts that I use just for accounting purposes. But this is a total balance that we're working with in the Chase account, okay? Or the Chase accounts, etc. So next one, I've got KeyBank. All right, so this is what we're working. This is business accounts. Mainly do have a money market, has some higher interest that's earned on that. So this is everything that I've got at the KeyBank there. So we're going to get into, well, before I move on. So again, KeyBank, similar. I've got multiple business accounts, right? We'll get into these properties here in a little bit, but I have different accounts per property just to keep accounting and everything, simple, focused, and easy to manage. So just want to, again, preference that. So all these accounts are combined, and then this one is combined as well. So next we'll go to my 401k. My work does 7% match, so I just do the minimum match, and I do actually Roth 401k. I'll go ahead and make that distinction here as well. Roth 401k. From what I've seen, I believe that the Roth is the better option, typically, not financial advice, but I do believe for my situation, the Roth is going to work better. One of the benefits with the traditional IRA, which we'll get into here in a second, is you can actually write off some of your income because the amount that you contribute in this is pre-tax. So when you put money in here, if it's pre-tax, then you'll actually get your taxable income reduced because your money went into your retirement account, or I believe it's $7,500 this year. So yeah, that's a strategy you can use. But the Roth situation is, once you're paying post-tax money, so after you pay your taxes, contributions after that, so post-tax money into the Roth, when you go to withdraw it at age of retirement, then there's not going to be any penalties or any taxes on the gains because you already paid the taxes because it was post-tax money. So anyways, Roth 401k doing the 7% match. Employer contributes. So do that. Roth IRA, I am trying to max this out this year. I've only put in about $1,400 of this, but I do plan to max this out before the next tax year. So what is that? I got like 6,000 to go, I believe. So I am gonna, my plan is to max that out, so we'll see. Fidelity, and all these are with Fidelity. That's who I use. I used to have a Robinhood account for a individual brokerage, but I've closed that down because I'm trying to keep things simple. And you'll see here as we get into it, like, yeah, my finances are a little complicated as is. So anyway, yeah, if I had to list every single account with these two banks, I mean, it would probably be 50 rows, right? So let's not do that. Traditional IRA, this is one that I just was putting money into. I didn't really understand it as much before. And from my previous employer, I didn't want to pay any taxes or penalties on their 401k. So what you can do is you can actually roll it into a traditional IRA. So that's just what I did. So put some money in this, and then this was from a 401k that I had. So I do not really plan to contribute more into this. pretty much going to be maxing my IRA, my Roth IRA year over year is my plan. I don't really want to use a traditional IRA anymore, but I do have it, so we'll see if I end up consolidating all that and just paying the penalty, or if I just let that ride. I'm not sure what I'll do. And then we've got just an individual brokerage account. This does not have a whole lot of money in it. I mainly do my employer stock because they have a stock discount or stock purchase plan that I participate in. Next account, and guys, if you don't have this, if you have a high deductible health plan, this is a game changer of an account. The HSA is incredible, right? So everybody's going to have medical costs and expenses. If you don't know, healthcare is one of the things that increases over time the most, right? I mean, food, healthcare, it's going to keep going up, guys. Unfortunately, it costs to, be healthy and also get medical attention and service, right? So the HSA stands for Health Savings Account, and I believe the individual contribution limit you can do per year is $4,400. So basically, any money you put in here, it's going to be essentially pre-tax money, right? So you're going to reduce your taxable income by $4,400 a year if you put in and do the max you can on the HSA. Now, the thing is, if you spend this on qualified medical expenses, you never have to pay any taxes. So you're basically putting money set aside to pay for your own medical expenses. Now, I don't have a whole lot in here because I do use it. There's a couple ways to use this account. You can, spend it as you go if you've got like doctors or dentist copays, which is kind of what I do. But the other thing you can do is just save all the HSA receipts, and then whenever you want, you can just reimburse yourself back from them. And you have the receipts, so there won't be any penalties. So make sure you keep your receipts if you do this as well. Personal items, I have a paid off vehicle. Also have some precious metals. I have some gold, some silver, and then other. This is my collectibles. Probably the main thing I have that's worth value. I do have Pokémon and Lego Star Wars collection a little bit. So I've got some sealed ETBs, probably the best ones I got. I got like Ascended Heroes and Phantasmal Flames as of now. Journey Together, that's one that I personally like. I'm trying to master that set. I know it's a smaller, not as desirable set, but I actually just pulled the SIR Salamence in a pack, so I was actually pretty excited about that. So now let's get into the properties and my businesses pretty much, okay? And guys, as we're going through this, you see I already got it out to December 2026. Maybe there's some errors or tweaks that I need to, check over, something I missed. So if there is anything, we will add them and kind of correct those the next update video. But you can see here, so I got this property. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's worth $246,000. And I can go in, I guess, more to the cash flow, but I just feel like that would make the video a little too long. Next, we got the second property. This is a 2-bed, 1-bath, worth $154,800. I got all these estimates from Zillow as well. Property 3, this is a condo, I believe. Let me see which one. Oh, no. Sorry, I tried to do like the colors. I'm actually going to make this a little green. Not that one because that's what we're already using. Let's do custom. It's kind of like a very okay, yeah, that's good. So this is actually a duplex. It's worth about $194,200. And we've got this one. This is the condo, worth about $193,100. And then we've got what is this? Oh yeah, another single family. Again, I try to go off the colors. So I usually refer to this house. I'm like, this is the orange house, blue house, green duplex, right? But some of these are starting to be similar in color. When I had just these ones, it was easy to kind of distinguish them. But this one, single family, this is my most recent purchase. It's a 2-bed, 2-bath, I believe. So that one's the most recent acquisition. And then this one is a duplex. Not in the best of area, but yeah, I got it for a decent deal. So we'll go into all that. But now that's pretty much comprised of all my assets. So, we have some cash on hand, a little bit. Would like to, stockpile a little bit more just in case, we'll see what happens with the economy. And then, yeah, obviously trying to, put into my retirement accounts and invest some money there. I do want to, like, my kind of near goal, just before we move on to liabilities, is I want to get 10,000 or more, so 5 figures in each one of these. So I'm very close to the 401k, just because a lot of money is contributed in that every pay period. So I want to have 5 figures or more in here, and then focus on more contributions to the Roth IRA, get that to 5 figures, and then I will probably any extra after I've maxed my Roth IRA and my HSA is going to go to the Fidelity brokerage, or maybe I'll even up the contribution I'm doing through the stock purchase plan. Yeah, paid off car, very important. It does have pretty low miles, it's still good condition. And again, I have some precious metals in here as well. And then just some things I like to collect, Pokemon and Lego Star Wars, kind of like those. So anyways, let's get into liabilities, and then we'll do the math here in a second. So as you can see, I don't even know if this is all my credit cards. I do have a lot of credit cards. Let me go into, my strategy with some of these. And kind of where we're at with it. I know some of these aren't the best practice, but hey, it is what it is. This one is a business credit card. This was some documents that we had to have made, so we got charged for those, so that will be paid off by September for sure. But yeah, we got Chase card. This one, the Citi Custom Cash. This card is awesome. They actually discontinued it, but this is what I use for my gas, and I get 5% back as long as it's not more than $500 in the statement period. So I'm getting 5% back on gas. And I mean, we're not talking about $1 million here or anything, right, guys? But I'll give you kind of some, insight. So if we do 250 times 12, that's going to be $3,000 a year. Roughly what my wife and I spend on gas. So if we do times 5%, getting about $150 back a year just from, doing a purchase that I already would. That's how I recommend to use credit cards, is make sure that it's something you already, spend money on. We got another Citi card. Don't really use this one. This one is a Citi Double Cash, and I use this for all the expenses that I can. So I put like subscriptions on here. I put like insurance, some utilities I put on this. So again, this is kind of things I already pay for. My average on that, let me see, probably about $650 a month, I would say, maybe a little less. So if we do that times 12, $7,800 roughly a year I'm spending on those, other, utilities, expenses, etc. You get 2% back on everything. So another $150. So these two cards, I'm getting $300 per year with those. So that's cool. This is just a DocuSign membership that we have on this card for the business, if we need to send leases or anything like that. This is a card that I got myself a little in over my head on. It's got a 0%, balance transfer. So I've got some time on this, but this is one that I kind of did a little too much on. I really got into Pokemon and, precious metals and stuff, and I ended up kind of using it to, fund those, which not a great idea because it's essentially leveraging to, do an investment through a credit card, which is really not good, but it is 0%. I do plan to, pay more towards that here soon. Next thing we've got a PayPal credit card, which this is a good credit card. It's got 2% back on everything, I believe, maybe 1.5, but I'll use this for like restaurants or travel and that sort of thing, kind of sometimes emergencies. just because a credit card offers you that protection. But I do plan to pay this down. This has got to go because I am getting charged interest on this. I'm making more than the minimum payment, but still the statement balance is higher than what I was wanting to just pay. So yeah, this is like top priority that I'm trying to get paid off. And then I also do have a American Express Blue Preferred. This is what my wife and I use for our groceries. I believe we get about 5% back, or no, 6% up to $6,000 that you spend a year. So that equals about $360. So all in all, we get about $650 to $700 back in, points and stuff on credit cards. So yeah. Then yeah, have some other cards. Kimba, US, I don't really use, but the American Express I use every month. The City Double Cash I use every month, and the City Custom Cash for gasoline I use every month. So next month, this should be 0 is my goal. This will be 0. That's just on auto pay. So I mean, this will just be 0 to 1620. That's it, right? This one, going to pay a little bit more towards that, and then really try to get down the PayPal credit card. So anyways, let's go into the mortgages I own and debt I have on the properties. So, I mean, you can kind of see here, we went over the values. So got about $198,000 mortgage. I don't know the exact penny on this one. This one, $117,684.82. The duplex, $134,570.71. This one is $180,465.94. That's the condo I rent. This one, don't know the exact penny. This is, let me think. Actually, this is supposed to be here. Maybe? No. Oh, okay. This is okay. So this one is 150. I don't know the exact, but not a whole lot of equity in this one. And then got 118,000 on the newest acquisition. So, yeah, guys. I mean, that's about it. But let's go ahead and do the math. Let's see what we are at as far as totals. So 1,192,424 and 78 cents. Okay. Roughly what the assets are worth. Subtracted 922,151 and 55 cents, bringing our total net worth for August 2026 $270,273.23. All right. So, guys, I want to kind of go over this before. Obviously, there's always room for improvement. I've got a lot of things I've got to work on. And a caveat with that number is I do a lot of these with partners, okay? So if you wanted to even be conservative, I'm more so around this. If you really want to be conservative, because I partner with people in these, whether my wife and I bought it, but I mean, I don't know how that would necessarily be looked at. Like, we, are a team, and, we're building together. So, but that is a caveat. I do all the properties. I do it with a business partner, and I do it with my wife. So that's kind of what that is. So if you want to be conservative and look at it like that, you can. Otherwise, kind of with what their property value is, we're there. Okay. So I'm being transparent with you guys. I'm giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly. We can go more in depth about, the way I structure these, and, how we collect rents and manage them, and, all that sort of stuff. Kind of my plan to, definitely eliminate everything over here besides the 3 cards that I use per month. And then as well, what we're going to do as far as like some of these mortgages, if we're selling, refinancing, that sort of thing. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, if you guys like this video, I know it's different. I know maybe it wasn't as entertaining. I don't got like the Minecraft gameplay or, whatever topic going, but this is net worth of August 2026. We will do September. That'll be, let's see, because this is like the middle of the month. So, I mean, we're going to see some change here. I'll probably wait till either mid to late September to go ahead and do that. Or should I do it by September 1st? I think I'll do this by September 1st. So we'll do another video here just to see if there's any changes. And I will try to get these out on the 1st. Moving forward from here. I'll try to do the updates on or around the 1st. Okay. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, if you learned anything, if you got any questions, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. What's going on, guys? Also wanted to just give a shout out to the Slow Stack Society. Love the net worth updates, and that is where I did get the video idea from. So shout out to him, and appreciate that. Just wanted to add that in there. All right, I'm out. Thank you. Bye.